All right, hello everyone. How is it going? Welcome to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. In today's video, I have some breaking news. If you guys haven't heard yet, which I don't know how you couldn't, but basically, the California State Assembly wrote a bill to classify Uber and Lyft drivers as employees. Yay, more money! But wait, there's a catch. You see, there's a lot to go on, and I'm gonna break it down. This is a Q&A as well. This is actually a live video. So if you're in here with the stream with us right now, congratulations, you made it to my live video that I just randomly do whenever I feel like it. But if you're watching this on the replay, that's okay as well. You can, just feel free to watch along and just hang out, and that way you don't get that FOMO experience. So yeah, fear of missing out. So yeah, how's it going, everybody? Before we get started, please give the video a big thumbs up. Would really appreciate that a lot. If you're on mobile, just tap the X on the chat and then click the thumbs up button. And if you're watching this live, you can feel free to comment along, leave a chat, or like I said, if you're watching this on the replay, leave your thoughts down below. So anyways, just a quick debrief of what's going on. How's it going, everybody? Welcome. The California State Assembly wrote a bill called AB5, or Assembly Bill 5, written by a woman named Lorena Gonzalez, and that basically classifies all gig workers in California as employees. And so yes, Justin, you are correct. The governor still needs to sign this, but the governor actually did state pretty recently that he was in favor of the bill, so it pretty much will most likely pass. But yeah, yeah, it just was passed by the Senate. So I'm going to get into all of that, and yeah, like I was saying, is that throughout the past 10 years or so, especially with the launch of Uber and Lyft, as well as these big companies, there's an estimated 30% of our United States workers will be independent contractors, freelancers, gig workers by next year. And so the government is like, wait a second, why are all these people not employees? Why are these companies not providing benefits so people are not getting access to health care, insurance benefits, medical benefits, set wages even, as well as the right to unionize, which is pretty much like kind of like a fundamental right, is to be able to join a union. And most people now, like, they saw Uber and Lyft as a great way to make side money, and have doing Uber and like, oh, I can do Uber and Lyft, oh, I can do Play Octopus, the tablet on my back, I can do cargo, I can do DoorDash too, Uber Eats, and I can run my business at the same time. Why do I want a boss anymore? And that's pretty much me too. So I quit my job to do gig and try to work on my own business, also working for a startup as well. And so yeah, it's like I'm not an employee, I don't have benefits. So the government is pretty much trying to step in and make all of these workers, it's estimated that 400,000 people just in California will be affected by this bill, which is absolutely crazy to me. So let's just hop in the chat really quick. If you guys are live, feel free to chime in, ask any questions. I'm going to be going over, I am sipping on my apple juice here. So yeah, let's have a good time together. Looks like we have about 100 people in here right now, so it's pretty awesome. But welcome, everybody. So no crybaby rideshare, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Andrew Nuncio Calise, how you doing, Dylan? Hey, I'm doing pretty good, can't complain. I am really excited to see how this plays out, because I am in California, as you guys know. So I started in California driving in Southern California, worked my way up to Northern California, and still am in Southern California. And guys, just a friendly reminder, try to be positive in the group if you don't like what's going on, because by the nature of this video, we will be getting political. If you don't agree with somebody's political views or with my political views, keep it PG. There's no reason to tear each other down. But I would like to hear it. If you do have a different opinion, I would definitely like to hear it as well, and ask questions and state your opinion. Just do it in a friendly manner. I would really appreciate that. We try to keep it positive here on the Rideshare Hub. There is just so much hate in the world already that I like to keep it really positive. So, Kenshin Tactical, hi. Hey, my friend, how you doing? Alyssa Z, how's it going? Susan Berg, what's up? Just chilling, just drinking my apple juice. Gig working girl. I'm a little bit mad about the part where you will only be able to do one platform. Yeah, that is definitely a bummer. I think the beauty of it now is that, you know, you're able to do multiple platforms, you're able to work on your own business. A lot of people, I think it's like 1 in 5 people, or no, it's like 1 in 2 people. Like half the people are working on their own business while they drive. So, and like I said, you know, driving rideshare is like really only good during rush hour and like busy times on the weekends, unless you're in like a huge city. So a lot of times people like to fill those spots in with other platforms, which may not be the case anymore. Ethan McNaughton. Hey, Dylan. What's up, Ethan? How's it going? Crybaby Bill 5. No Crybaby Rideshare. Yeah. We'll see, man. It is pretty interesting, though, to state that I had a lot of people commenting and saying that, yeah, the you know, drivers who are complaining are finally getting what they deserve. They're rooting for everybody. And actually, it is an interesting point. However, this is mostly brought in by the government. The government is the one stepping in and saying this, and you know, I don't really know how the government works. You know, I would assume it would help for tax reasons, that for the government, if these companies do provide benefits. I don't really know how that works, but it's not just the drivers. I would say it's mostly the government stepping in and saying this, just by the mere numbers of how many drivers there are. I don't think the strikes have too much to do with it, but could be wrong. That's just my opinion. They definitely do play a part, though. Don't you know? Don't confuse me with that. I'm not in Cali, but scared it's going to go forward to other places. Yeah. Again, that is a good point. It could definitely go to other states. I'm not, you know, nothing is set in stone, but yeah, it definitely could go to other states as well. If this passes in California and people say other states are like, wow, I mean, this is also a Supreme Court case too that we're playing with. So this could also be like, you know, become federal as well at some point. But yeah, so let's just see. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I have enough charge for this for this live stream so it doesn't die on me. But yeah, the majority of rideshare drivers don't even make minimum wage. Yeah, I don't know about that. I definitely make a lot more than minimum wage when I do drive. You know, the hours that I'm on, I'm, you know, at least averaging 25, 30 an hour. I work 4 platforms at once. Yeah, that's exactly gig working girl. Like, yeah, if you're limited to one, that will definitely, like, you know, limit the streams of income that you're able to do. Why is Lyft saying it then? The company can mandate once you're an employee. Yeah, they definitely can. I mean, there are companies that say, hey, you can't work for an opposing company. I actually did work for Nike at one point, and I didn't know because I never really looked into it, but it was like very frowned upon, and they even said, like, you know, my managers were like, hey, don't go get a job, or we weren't even allowed to walk in our store with like Adidas shoes on. If we walked in with Adidas shoes on, they told us to leave. Like, even when we're not working. So, and if they found out we were working for like Adidas or like a big competitor, I don't know if we would get fired, but they definitely would not like it. So it could be running into the same thing here. But yeah, guys, also, if you guys can hear me clearly and see me clearly, give the video a thumbs up, just so I know that you guys are seeing and hearing me clearly. I would appreciate that a lot. Yeah, Fun with Drones, how's it going? Rick Reviews, how's it going, man? Ryan Patrick, hey Dylan, love the YouTube stats videos. Thank you, Ryan. How's it going, man? I don't know if you saw me from Graham Steffen's video, but I don't know. Yeah, I did show some of my YouTube stats in one of it. Will you be making more of those? Honestly, Ryan, probably not. If you do want to, like, I'm happy to share some of my stats, but this channel is mostly just rideshare. So in the future, yeah, maybe in a different channel or something. But yeah, I think I did go over some of my YouTube stats in one of my other videos where about how I make over $100,000 a year driving for Lyft part-time. I did go over some YouTube stats there, so you can check out those videos. But otherwise, yeah, this is strictly rideshare. The company cannot mandate you only work for what? Yeah, I don't know about that. So how does it affect Ohio? It doesn't affect Ohio yet, I would say, yet. And even Uber, like, so this is also a breaking news thing, which I just heard about. So Uber actually, once this bill came out, don't like directly quote me on this. I need to confirm, but I just got this on my computer. I am getting a live feed in with all the updates. Is that Uber actually said that drivers aren't core to their business, and Uber's not going to follow through with this. They just said Uber will not. This is from theverge.com. Said Uber argues its drivers aren't core to its business, won't classify them as employees. So I pretty much know, at least I think I know, I assume, and the rideshare guy, shout out to Harry Campbell, he said this as well, is that Uber and Lyft have backup plans. Well, I think he just said Lyft, but in my opinion, Uber and Lyft do have backup plans for this bill because if you guys didn't know, Uber and Lyft, they didn't spend, but they basically said I'm pretty sure if AB5 doesn't pass, then Uber, Lyft, and DoorDash will each put up $30 million each, so $90 million total to basically compromise. And Uber and Lyft have proposed compromises. You guys probably saw the $21 per hour minimum wage while you're on a trip, and then they also tried to compromise with paid sick leave, paid time off, compensation, and some other benefits as well, and like a ability to join a group. And then also, you've seen all the petitions probably that they've urged drivers to sign. The rally they held, Uber actually, hosted a rally at the state capitol in Sacramento, which was pretty insane. I didn't go there myself personally because I was, down in Southern California at the time, where I am now. But yeah, so Uber and Lyft are highly, highly opposed, and I would not be surprised even if this does pass fully. All that really is left is the governor needs to sign it. And even now, Lyft, I just got a notification on my phone. I can't show you because I'm streaming off my phone, but Lyft just said, "Hey, call the governor and tell him that you don't want this to happen." So they're still trying everything they can to basically keep us from being, or at least me and drivers from being employees. So it is pretty crazy. So let me get back to the chat really quickly. Let's see here. Susan Berg, how's it going? Michael Brown says, how will this affect stock prices? That's a really good question. I honestly don't know too much about stocks. I know stocks do go up and down quite a bit. And I know that Uber and Lyft, for whatever reason, like IPO'd super high. They started out at a really high stock price and then pretty much dropped. But you can't really tell too much within the first couple months, in my opinion, and the stock could, I think, go up high in the future, with basically they're betting on driverless cars becoming successful. That's pretty much why they went to their IPO, in my opinion, so to get money for driverless cars, but I could be wrong, and I'm just saying, throwing this out there, conspiracy theories, that this actually could help fast track driverless cars to be more mainstream, because now it's showing that drivers really don't make sense to be full-time gig workers. Can't. So I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, let's go to some other questions. Let's see. Uber Eats, Lyft, DoorDash, and Grubhub, and Instacart as well. Yeah, Uber and Lyft are MLMs. The longer they remain that way, the less drivers they get. Yeah, I actually had this really interesting conversation with somebody the other day, and they I think I was talking about like referrals or something, and somebody said, "I can't believe you actually refer other drivers. You're just saturating the market." Which, okay, this is my thoughts on this. When you refer a new driver, first of all, that driver's, at least for me, that driver's usually gonna sign up anyway, right? And all you do is you help them out and you refer them, and you get a chunk of the bonus, whatever. But really, when you're signing up a new driver in your market, now you're making Uber or Lyft or whatever platform it is more successful in that market. So you're in return actually going to receive more passengers and more riders with more drivers. If you're the only driver out there in your market, do you think you're going to get a bunch of rides? No, people are not going to be signing up and people are not going to be riding. But if there's 100 drivers and somebody can log on and get a ride in 2 minutes, that person is much more likely to ride again and again and again, as well as all their friends. So it's just like, it's like when it's a double-sided marketplace, when there's more of on one side, it conversely adds to the other side as well. So Yeah, it does. Market saturation is. I'm not this. No, it's not a pyramid scheme. This is really just a double-sided marketplace. You can look at how does Airbnb work, right? You have a bunch of hosts and you have a bunch of users looking to stay at places. If there's only a couple places, people aren't going to stay. But if there's then people will use it more frequently. So that's, just like any dating site too. We have two sides. That's pretty much how it works. Turo, a car rental program, more hosts, more renters. I hope that does make sense for you guys. All right, sorry, quick segue because I did want to get that off my chest really quick. Let's see. Any more questions, you guys? Do you feel that once the bill, this was fun with drones, do you feel that once the bill is signed with Uber, it's signed, Uber will leave California? I honestly would not be surprised if Uber, I mean, Uber, when they filed for the IPO, said that their business model does not make sense if the drivers are employees. So, in my opinion, it could honestly just stop. Like Uber, I really don't envision Uber hiring all of its. I really don't see Uber hiring all of its drivers as employees. I just don't see it. I don't know about you guys, but I just don't see them going through with it. If they are literally I mean, there's still loopholes you can kind of do, but what was I gonna say? Sorry, some of you guys are in the chat are distracting me. Yeah, it's not every company is a pyramid scheme. I don't know what you're talking about. Just because a business is a business and they need new people, users, it doesn't mean it's a pyramid scheme. A pyramid scheme is usually when you have to pay for a service, and then the more people you recruit, the less the cost of your service goes down, and then eventually you start making money. And then the people at the top are making a lot of money, the people at the bottom are losing. Uber Lyft, not a pyramid scheme. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think if California really does force Uber to make their drivers employees, they might just leave. Might just say, hey, you know what, we're gonna take a break, and sorry to all the drivers, but go find another job. You like puppies, Rick? That's cool. Good for you, man. I'm allergic to puppies, so I don't like dogs. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Oh, he doesn't like dogs. Yeah, I hate dogs. I hate cats. I think they're annoying. Oh, okay, yeah. I know. Yeah. You can say whatever you want, but I don't like them. I think they're annoying. Cody Williams says only in California or in Florida too. For right now, it's just in California, but again, this could come up to other states as well. I'm going to try to keep this pretty briefly. If you're just joining us, I'm going over the California State Assembly bill that reclassifies Uber and Lyft drivers, as well as pretty much every gig worker in California as an employee. Give the video a big thumbs up and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss another video on my channel. Let's see. Any other questions? Leave them down below. Yeah, just like when they promised $40 an hour in benefits in 2014. Don't you even remember? No, I didn't sign. I wasn't driving in 2014, actually. So I don't remember that. But yeah, $40 an hour would not be bad for sure. Bruno Giometti says, "Hey Dylan, I'm kind of hoping this will happen in New York. I could definitely quit my job." Hey man, that's not a bad idea. Like I said, I mean, this could be great for full-time drivers. Like people who drive full-time and that's all they do, and they want to get medical benefits and a set wage, and it just will make sense for them, Then now they're going to make $40,000 a year, or whatever, $35,000 a year. What is $21 an hour? Is that like 30? Well, 60 is $30 an hour is 60,000. So yeah, it would probably be around like 40,000 a year. And you get some paid time off, and yeah, like basic benefits, It's not a great income, but yeah, it's not horrible. So this could definitely be beneficial for drivers. Yeah, or just get a real job. Hey, driving for Uber and Lyft definitely is a real job. We do work hard out there. Maybe you're not a driver yourself, but it can be difficult at times, and we try to do our best to make an honest dollar. I have nothing against somebody who's going out making money, whatever they want to do. Are you doing the third quarter tax for self-employed? I think so. I don't know. I don't really like talking about taxes too much because I'm not an accountant, and I have an accountant who handles all of that. If you aren't making minimum wage, it is not a real job. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know. So the bill is official. Henry Barnes, good question. So it passed in the Senate. I believe. I'm so bad at politics, guys. I was so bad at history in high school. Even in college, I took a course in American history. I am so bad at the politics. This is not my strong suit. So I I just know the governor still needs to sign it. So don't like quote me on any of this stuff. Like I'm not a political like I don't know a lot about that. It's not my strong suit. Not official until governor signs it. Exactly. That's what I know. But I'm pretty sure it just passed in the Senate. It was a 29-11 vote, and yeah, that's still what's up. Okay, let's see. Any more questions you guys have? Um, let's see. Go for Frank. I'm here for the tea. Bob Grant, Bob's World. Hey, I'm here for the apple juice. Frank Curcio says, "Hi, I'm retired and live in Las Vegas. I'm considering driving for Lyft a few hours a day. Do you feel it would be worth it? Enjoy your videos, Frank." Hey, Frank. Thank you so much for watching my videos. First of all, um, and enjoying them. I think in Vegas, I think you need a business license to drive. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how difficult it is to get one, or how much it costs, but I would definitely look into that before you like commit to doing it. But it's honestly a great gig for people who are retired, because when you're retired, you're already getting your your retirement income, and then you just drive part-time and make up for that income, and it's super easy and honestly pretty fun, especially if you're just doing it a couple hours a day. Once you start doing it full time, then you kind like in my experience, then you kind of hate it. Like there's a few weeks where I put in probably like 40 hours, 50 hours a week of probably yeah, probably maybe 3 or 4 weeks total in my driving career that I drove like full time, like 40 hours. Um, and there was a lot of times where I just did not enjoy it. But the times where I did enjoy it is like when I just go out Friday, Saturday night, do a few rides, make a bunch of money, and then go home. Um, yeah, and that's what I do now. That's what I found that works best for me. No crybaby rideshare. This gig is like any other job. If you can't make money doing it, move on to it, something better. At the end of the day, the company is forcing you to stay. You make that choice. Exactly. At the end of the day, you make that choice. Um, Trip, Trip. Oh, did Trip lose their Miami Dolphins deal? I saw Trip like partner with the Dolphins or something. I don't even know. Was that even real? I saw like a Trip ad at the on Miami Dolphins stage. Like, I don't know if that was real. Do you guys know anything about Trip? This like rideshare multi-level marketing company. Um, Tony Rivera says AB5 sucks. Drivers will be laid off. Yeah. Another thing about being an employee is that they basically you could potentially be. No, I mean, you'll have your control taken away from you, right? So as an independent contractor now, you can sign on, sign off whenever you want. As an employee, you know, I would think of it like this. You finish off your week, you get home Sunday night, and maybe Sunday evening or Saturday evening, you get your schedule for the next week. They say, all right, Dylan, you're driving from 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday and Saturday. That's 5 days, 9 hours, right? Something like that. Is that right? And they say if you miss a day, or if you miss even an hour, or if you're late to that shift, um, you get a strike. You get 3 strikes, and then you're fired. um, you get a lunch break. I don't know if you'll be able to use your own car, or if they're gonna have to. What's the breaking news? Uber and Lyft drivers are being classified as employees. That's the breaking news in California. Yeah, drug screening. We're talking drug screens. Much more stricter interview processes. So start beefing up those resumes, guys. Start working on your resumes, um, and job interview skills. You're gonna have to go in for a group interview. maybe like a week or 2 week long training. You know, you might get a driver like manager. A manager might train you on how to be a good driver. He might do your first few rides with you, and then after then you're going out on your own. And I don't know. That's just how I see it. I mean, that's how I see an employee. I don't know how else this would work without an employee, unless they just keep it exactly the same, but they just pay differently and provide benefits on the side. I don't know. What do you guys think? How do you guys think it would be? Yeah, work at McDonald's. Okay, this I think. Okay, we're not classified as nothing yet. It has not passed yet. LA supports is the governor has not signed it yet. How are you a mumble bag of useless info? Thank you for the kind words. I've been getting some interesting commenters recently. You guys are pretty creative with your criticisms. Fun with drones. Have a good day, man. Take care of your child. Thanks for joining the chat, man. Hope to talk to you, or women. Hope to talk to you soon. Well, the reason I say it is because the governor recently publicly stated that he supports AB5. So, just do your back. So yeah, I mean, I know it has not passed. Like it did pass, but the governor still needs to sign it, and yeah. So he did publicly state it, and then now he just needs to sign. So yeah, you guys, Ant Dog 310420. It passed in LA only. I don't know about that. But yeah, the governor still could not sign it. You are correct in that. But yeah, anyways, guys, let's see. Do you guys have any more questions? It is a union. They must go through a process before they can fire you. They fire us at the drop of a hat. Yeah. You do have a union, but again, if you're like not showing up for your shifts, the union's not going to do anything for you. The union protects you against like sexual assaults, other I don't know. I don't really even know what unions do, to be honest. If the bill passes, it would not establish a union. That is what workers organize. If the bill passes, yeah, it would be. So unions are only able to form around employees, not independent contractors. So, yeah. All right. You guys have any more questions? Honest Moon, I just got here. What's up? How's it going? What's that mean? Dylan, sup? Gaia was watching. So why is he taking his sweet time then? Get it over with so we can see what happens. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Eventually they were going to force 35 cents per mile in all 50 states. Yeah, I don't know about that. Honest Moon, I just want to say thank you so much for doing this. I've learned so much from you. Honest Moon, thank you for learning. I mean, this is just a place for Uber and Lyft drivers to come together to, yeah, make more money and learn how to be better rideshare drivers. Can Lyft and Uber carry your updated resume in your cars? Yeah, Michael Brown. Hey, why not, you know? So what does this mean for other types of rides? So are you talking about like Uber X, Uber Pool, Lyft Shared, Uber Select? Yeah, the higher rides. I really don't know. I mean, the pay structure has not been announced or anything yet, so it could, it could be a flat rate for each ride, like each section, or it could go up. Yeah, it could be different depending on, yeah, they just haven't announced it yet, so we will definitely see. I'm honestly really curious to see. Part of me most of me wants it to stay the same, but a big part of me kind of wants it to go through and see what happens, Shout out to the Rideshare Professor. I was watching his video earlier this morning. I got up really early to get my tires rotated, because you guys should be doing that. So I took it to a local place, to get my oil change and tires rotated. And I saw the Rideshare Professor posted a video, so I started watching it. And if you guys don't know, he was celebrating that the bill passed. And I was like, that's pretty interesting, because most people were like upset. But so I don't necessarily agree with everything that he's, well, I don't want to say I disagree, but because I really don't know if it will be good or bad. But what was I gonna say? But he did raise some really interesting points. I definitely recommend you guys go watch his video, Rideshare Professor, and he talked about how, you know, this is what drivers have been working for, and now we are able to negotiate a better rate, which I would I would be interested in talking with him about how that might work. I think he's going to meet up with Lorena Gonzalez, so yeah, be on the lookout for that for him. I mean, I wish I knew Lorena Gonzalez personally. I mean, that's pretty cool, but he did raise some interesting points about how this is a really good thing for drivers. So yeah, I mean, it's not all bad. It could still be like very beneficial, except now that it's just now that drivers might just be getting paid more. And I know Uber and Lyft don't want to do it, so the Uber and Lyft, like, you guys see what's going on YouTube, and like all maybe some people, you guys are probably researching online on Google and stuff, but for most drivers, if you see what Uber and Lyft put out, like, they're just encouraging drivers um, to sign these petitions, send in videotapes, put up the Uber. Do I have it here? Yeah, this thing here. I got this in the mail. Ask me about my independence. This is like what we get as drivers, but so it looks like very negative, but actually, I mean, it actually could be very good. Could be actually very good. Where drivers just all of a sudden now we're getting access to benefits, healthcare, right to unionize, higher wages. So we could see. Yeah, like nothing's been set in stone. All we know is that Uber and Lyft really, really don't want this to happen. So that means if we become employees, we go more in taxes. Well, I mean, um, gosh, I don't even know. I'm not the one to ask about that. I would talk to an accountant about that. I don't really know. I would assume that the companies would need to pay more in taxes, but I could be wrong. I know that if as a W-2 you can't claim a lot of expenses as tax write-offs like you can if you are a 1099, but I think you pay a little bit more in taxes. I honestly don't know how it works. Don't ask me. um, I'm not an expert in this at all by any means. I'm just sharing my opinion. I'm just like one of you guys, who's interested in gig economy. But as independent, we do get better tax braces. Yeah, you're able to claim all your miles that you use for your business. I don't, like I said, I don't know how that would work for W-2. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Uber and Lyft would start providing cars, because if we're W-2, we can't claim any of our miles. Like, it doesn't make sense at that point, because now you're just paying taxes on everything. I don't know. Christ, that is simple tax form info. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Don't take this as legal advice. I'm not a CPA. Go talk to a certified public accountant. Dylan, you are in denial. They stopped treating us as independents 2 years ago. Well, I mean, sure, whatever you might think, but the way we get paid is through a 1099 as an independent contractor. That's what I mean is that. Yeah, okay. This is better than being W-2. Trust me, it will suck if they take away the flexibility. I know. I really know. Let's see. American, we are very tough. All of these tech companies will earn this eventually. People will always come together to fight for what is right. Uber and Lyft are dead wrong. It's pretty interesting the way you guys talk about Uber and Lyft, because at the end of the day, Uber and Lyft started out just as a small little company started by a couple of college graduates, a couple of college students, college dropouts. Travis Kalanick, he dropped out of UCLA to work at a tech company called Scour, which eventually went under, and then Travis Kalanick went to work on Uber, and like they were living out of their bedroom. This was like 9 years ago, and it's actually a pretty remarkable story about how Uber started, and now it's like this huge multi-billion-dollar company that everyone is like, oh, it's such a corporate company. They don't treat their drivers well or whatever, and at the end of the day, like they're just like you and me, people with a dream, an American dream. They want to start up their own company. So yeah, working out of their bedroom. Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna have to block a couple people from this group because this is getting a little annoying. I'm really nervous about this. Please help me, fellow Rideshare fam. Honest Moon, what do you need help with? Let's help you out. Okay, you can still claim your expenses on W-2. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't know. So I just wanted to go over this another article really quickly. So this is on Wednesday at noon. Assembly passed. This is today, about 3 hours ago. It passed AB. The Assembly passed AB5 on a vote of 56-15. This is on SF Chronicle. It is now goes to Governor Newsom. The bill now heads to the state assembly, where lawmakers approved an earlier version but must agree to amendments. If it passes the final vote there, AB5. Oh, okay, so it still needs to head to the Senate? Oh, no. I think it did pass. I don't know. Hundreds of thousands of independent contractors, including Uber and Lyft drivers, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart, and Postmates couriers, Amazon Flex drivers, taxi drivers, translators, medical professionals, franchise owners, and more, could become employee after the law takes effect in 2020. So it wouldn't happen for another couple months, but unions, which pushed a passage of AB5, hope to organize newly minted employees, especially those at gig companies. So, like I said, guys, sorry, I'm pouring my apple juice. Gotta stay hydrated out here. Like I said, guys, this is not only affecting Uber and Lyft drivers, but it is also affecting a bunch of other people as well. So, estimated around 400,000 people. Senator Maria Elena Durazo, who co-authored the bill, began Tuesday's debate by blasting tech companies and some traditional employers saying they have for decades exploited workers with false contractor labels. This is what Elena Durazo said. She goes, listen to this really quickly, guys. Okay, if you are here, if you're if you take one thing out of this, remember this quote. This is by the woman who co-authored the bill, okay? Are you guys ready to listen? Get your notepads out or your thinking caps on. You guys remember that in school? Put your thinking caps on. Elena Durazo, who co-authored AB5, says, she says, let's be clear. There's nothing innovative about underpaying someone for their labor and basing an entire business model on misclassifying workers. What do you guys think about that? Let me read it one more time, okay? She says, let's be clear. There's nothing innovative about underpaying someone for their labor and basing an entire business model on misclassifying workers. So what is she saying? She is saying that, I believe it was one of our presidents who said something similar like that. She's basically calling out large tech companies like Uber and Lyft. She's basically stating that these companies are relying on the underpayment of their workers for the success of their business, and it needs to stop now. Picture her as a judge. She has the little hammer thing, and she goes, order in the court, order in the court. This needs to stop now. And what? John Wayne. Very fitting name as well. End the misclassification of Uber drivers, as they now need to become employees rather than independent contractors. So this is a historic day. Last night it happened, and then moving forward, this is a historic moment in our time where this could possibly be the end of the gig economy as we know it, at least in California for now. But no longer will a bunch of companies in Silicon Valley be able to pop up and just get billions of dollars for creating a gig company, because, or if they do, they have to treat them all as employees. So it's honestly pretty insane. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? I think I'm going to end this pretty soon. Marty C says, subcontractor laws are usually ignored by state AGs because the laws are like Swiss cheese. Wise words, Marty C. President Eisenhower said it as well. The bill will probably drag on for years by litigation from Uber and Lyft. I don't know. That would be interesting. I think Uber and Lyft, if this does pass, I think Uber and Lyft can try to take it to the court to appeal it. I don't really know how it works. Goofy Kitty, what's up? How long will they respond to my message about never using their referral code? Holy Smackovich. Not likely. If the bill passes, they have to go to state SC. State Santa Cruz? What's state SC? Oh, Supreme Court. As you can see, I did not do well in high school history. What's up, Dustin? Oh, Hillary. What's up, Hillary? Fellow YouTuber out there. Low-key the machinist. The machinist. Hello, Dustin. SC equals Supreme Court. Thank you. I thought it stood for Santa Cruz, so could be. I messed up a little bit there. Hey! Shout out to Lil Fly. Wait, it was Lil Fly. Jonathan X, please answer. How long will they respond to my message about you never using their referral code? I don't know. Call them, dude. Go to the app and go to help and click call. Thank you, Hillary. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. It is much appreciated. If you don't reach $20,000 or 600 rides, what happens at the end of the year with your taxes? I don't know. You have to pay them, I guess? I don't know how it works. I'm not an accountant. I wonder if there'll be some sort of cutoff for full-time employment. Like, if you only work 15 hours or so, could you stay contract? No, it's either all or nothing, in my opinion. From the way I see it, Graphics Grandpa. Are you a grandpa who does graphics? If so, hit me up. In my opinion, no, you will not have a choice. There will be no choice. You have to be an employee, and they're gonna say you have to. Yeah, maybe do part-time or full-time. You know, they might say, "Oh, what's your schedule like?" and whatever. I guess I'm not filling the quarter tax because Dylan don't even do it. Okay, don't follow my tax advice. I don't even know what I said about that. Talk to an accountant, please. They can help you save a lot of money. Independent contractors pay taxes on all earnings. Nice, man. What are some alternatives to side income, says Origin01. Alternatives to side income? I guess the only alternative to a side income would be a main income. Just like a side ting. I don't know. What do you mean? An alternative is side income? Yeah, you need to, like, a full-time job, I guess? A main income? It might. Or maybe you mean different. What are some different side incomes? Just stop. Okay. Don't W-2 pay more in taxes than 1099? Henry Barnes. I don't know. Talk to an accountant. Please. All I know is that on 1099, there's a lot. You can qualify for tax deductions. Like, Dustin is driving. I know, dude. Honest Moon says, thank you, Dylan. Pleasure talking with you. Been watching your videos for a while. Thank you, Talking Moon. Honest Moon. I'm glad you're honest, Moon, and not a lying Moon. I hate it when my moons lie to me. Like, come on. I want, like, normal tides, normal, like, full moons every couple like every month or so, blue moons. I don't like the lying moons, so thank you for being an honest moon. Hillary says, how do you steam for some? That's a good question, honestly. Last week I rast steam for some, and then I got a pumpernickel. All right, guys, I want to ask you guys, how do you guys rast steam for some? It's like, okay. Jim Siegel says side income, sell drugs. I would definitely not do that. Unless you're working at a pharmacy, then yeah, because you will be selling drugs. I apologize. In your opinion, this is from Origin01. He says, at the Rideshare Hub. I apologize. In your opinion, what are some alternatives for side income besides rideshare? Great question. That's a thought-provoking question. Besides rideshare, food delivery. You can deliver food through DoorDash. You can start your own business, start your own company. Sell candy in school. I don't know if you're in high school or in college. Make bracelets, sell bracelets. Do social media marketing. That's the best thing you can do right now. Start up an Instagram marketing side business. Figure out how to do that, and go around to your local businesses and tell them, hey, I want to do your social media marketing. Do you guys have a Facebook? Do you have an Instagram? And just get really good at it. Maybe you can even start doing it for free at first. Just say, I love your business. I want to help you guys market. I won't charge you anything. And then you build up, get good at that. And then you can start charging like $1,000 a month, which is nothing for businesses, because that's a tax deduction for them anyway, because I'm pretty sure, because it's a form of advertising payment, or a business expense, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, $1,000 a month, and you just set them up so they're just running automatically, and then just get a bunch of them. You get like 50 of those, $50,000 per month. Oh my God, you can get rich. Join my free webinar. I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. Bearded Hoppy says, does Uber now need to cover insurance and gas for drivers? I hope so, Bearded Hoppy. I hope so. That would be awesome. Imagine getting free insurance for my car. Well, Uber actually does already provide insurance, so. But like, side jobs can do your own. Pooper scooper. Yeah, maybe you can walk dogs. Dustin's driving. Do you think referrals will go away in California? Dude, I have no idea how it will even look like in California. I don't even know if Uber and Lyft are going to even comply with this. They might even just shut down and be like, screw this. I don't want to make all our drivers employees. Paris Crockett, I love your YouTube channel. Thank you for providing great value for everyone, especially for being... I lost your message. Thank you so much, Paris. I really do appreciate it. Shout out to Tennessee. Hey, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. But in chink. Hope Uber and Lyft pull the heck out of California. Can you make a great living making YouTube content? Think of making a YouTube channel. Henry Barnes. You can. Have you seen the Ace family? They just built like a $20 million house. If you can do vlogs, that's probably the best thing to do. You can make rideshare videos if you want to. You can make some money doing that too. The little ads that pop up on these videos, I think I get like 1 cent per ad, so could do the math. Miguel Amesola. He says, Dot rules boys. What? Cali Hustler says, Lyft screwed a lot of drivers with pay cuts. I haven't gotten a pay cut. I guess in other parts of the world, Lyft is cutting pay. I've been getting 80 cents a mile. I don't know. My pay rates are fine. I haven't noticed any difference. I still get paid the same. So, but I guess in other places, yeah. I heard it's like 30 cents a mile or something. That's pretty dang low. But I guess if you're driving in Nebraska, then there ain't too many riders. So, Greg says, I seriously think they would not leave California and lose all that money. Well, I don't know if they would even make money with drivers as employees because I don't think it would actually even work. So I think a lot of drivers would quit, and then there would be no drivers to take care of the passengers, and then passengers would stop using it. Then it's just like drivers out there waiting on nobody because the rides are. They even said rides are going to cost way more for passengers if drivers have to be employees. So passengers probably just stop ordering rides. I know I wouldn't pay $20 to get across town, like if it's like normally like a $5 ride. The price of the ride is meaningless to passengers. I know for a fact that is not true. People care about money. They don't want to just blow their money on anything. They may say all new drivers must have a 2019 vehicle. Yeah, dude, you will not have very many drivers if that is the case. Goofy Kitty. Yeah. I haven't blocked anyone from this chat because honestly it's pretty entertaining at this point. Bearded Hope says, I'm wondering if now that we are employees, isn't our car their responsibility? And would they have to pay for our maintenance? Bearded Hope, that's an interesting question. I would honestly be interested in looking into like Domino's and like pizza delivery drivers because I'm pretty sure they are employees, but they're using their own cars. So I don't know how that works. Do you guys know how that works? Customer, I get riders complaint about the price. Is that what you said? Yeah, I mean, look, I take Ubers and Lyfts a lot because parking is horrible in LA, and a lot of like, even what was it the other day? I took a Uber, like 5-minute Uber, and it's way faster just to take an Uber than to drive around looking for parking. And the ride, it was like $10, and I was like, screw that, I'll just walk. And then I waited a few minutes and went down to 5, and then I ended up using it. So there's a point in case about how riders do care about the price. If it would have cost me $20 to get there, I would have said, heck no. I'm not paying $20 there, $20 back. $5 there, $5 back, that's a different story. What uniform will Uber and Lyft drivers be required to wear? Ooh, maybe the Rideshare Hub merch. How many of you guys wear the Rideshare Hub merch? Shout out to you guys if you wear the Rideshare Hub merch. Leave a thumbs up if you wear Rideshare Hub merch. I do 34 cents a mile, 314 miles a day. You drive 300 miles a day? That's a lot. That's a lot of miles. Hillary Hill, thumb. Thumb. Have you been watching this whole time? I remember when they were $2.50 a mile and $1 a minute. Oh yeah, okay, really quickly. Comment in the chat, how long have you been watching this video for? How long have you been in the live stream? Comment the number of how many minutes you've been in. So if you've been in for 5 minutes, comment the number 5. And then the person with the highest number, you're gonna get a prize. I get riders complaint about the surge charge. Vegas Rideshare, you are correct. The original fares were $2.25 per mile. That's insane. That's great. No Boss Lifestyle says, enjoy the tax break in California. DOT equals Department of Transportation. Graphics Grandpa says, I think 3 full coverage insurance and some sort of generous gas card allowance would be pretty reasonable things to ask for at this point. Hey, I would love a gas card allowance, honestly. All right, let's see how many minutes have you guys been in here for? Let's see. Comment your number down below how many minutes you've been in this live chat. Paris Rocket, we got 10 minutes. Awesome. Hey, thank you for spending 10 minutes of your life with me, Paris. Origin01, about 10 minutes in. Awesome. 10 is the leader so far. Oh, Honest Moon, we're at 30 minutes. Honest Moon's in the leaderboard. Henry Barnes at 20. Henry Barnes in second place with 20 minutes. Low-key the Machinist, watching since it started. Well, I don't know. You got to comment a number because I don't even know how long we started. Was it 5 minutes ago? Whoa! Dustin is driving with 1 million minutes. Wow, Dustin's driving is in the leaderboard. Wow, he is skyrocketed to the top. Let's everybody give a round of applause for Dustin is driving. Being 1 million with an M. Not a B, but 1 million minutes in. Goofy Kitty, 19 minutes in. Good job. Good job, Goofy Kitty. Thank you for not being a serious kitty, because that would be a lame-o. I don't even like cats as they are. As long as it's a goofy one. JH for 10 days. Wow. Loki the Machinist, 1 hour. Peter Sala, 1 minute. No Boss Lifestyle, 1 minute. Honest Moon, 30. Wow, you guys are honestly, thank you for the support. Dustin is driving. He is the winner though. So Dustin, you get the prize of a cookie. So you can contact me and I will give you the cookie. Okay, it will be from CVS and it will be from the clearance section. Contact me to claim your prize. Okay, let's see. We're not employees until 2020, says Garcia Bui. But yeah, 2020 is coming close though. Oh, somebody's cooking something danky here, dude. Oh, it smells so good. Rideshare Hub equals life. Okay, here's a serious question, Dylan. Any loopholes that Uber and Lyft will find in the AB5 to get around it? Probably yes. I already know that they're looking for loopholes. What's a loophole I could think of? That they just keep it the same way and just pay drivers like... Is this a fire? Am I smelling a fire? Guys, I might need to go. I think there might be a fire. I don't know. Let me finish this up really quick. Get out! Okay, it literally smells like, it smells kind of good, but also kind of smoky, and I just heard a fire alarm, so I don't know. But it just went off. I don't know. I have my apple juice just in case I can put out the fire, okay? I'm alright. Okay, Untrimmed Charter says, I'm in Canada and they are coming up into British Columbia. They will be the first in northern British Columbia up here in Canada. Have you heard of them as a company? What company? Uber? I don't know. Check your oven. Anything in there? No, the oven's off. What is the overhead of Lyft and Uber? How do you get a bonus with Hertz? I have no clue, dude. I don't think you get a bonus if you're doing a rental. U-Ride. Oh, U-Ride. I haven't heard about U-Ride yet. I'll definitely check them out, though, Antrim. And I'll get back to you. Send me an email, and then, you know, we can chat. Or comment on the video afterwards, after it's done, and I'll get back to you. I'll respond to your comment. very often the minimum wage becomes a maximum wage as well. What happens to tips? You know, have you guys seen my videos, 25 ways to make more tips? What if we don't get tips anymore? Like, what the heck? All those videos are now useless. Are you still gonna drive? Yeah, I need a, you know, I mean, I still have a car, so I'm probably still gonna drive. I don't know if I'm gonna drive for Uber and Lyft, but I'm still probably gonna drive, you know. Every once in a while, I like going out for a nice long drive, watching the sunset on the coast, and sipping a nice cool apple juice. Are you? I joined late. What's going on exactly? Exactly, Amanda Farron. Just to quickly debrief, because we are ending soon, but I just want to debrief you, and as well as for anybody else just joining. Even if you are still if you're watching, and you haven't left a thumbs up, now is your chance to leave a thumbs up and to contribute to the success of this Rideshare YouTube channel. Even if you don't like me personally, the Rideshare Hub, let's contribute. If you want to make more money as an Uber and a Lyft driver, smash the thumbs up button. If you want to be an independent contractor, or you know what, if you just want, like, let's just say if you want to make more money, thumbs up. So how do you thumbs up? That actually is a really good question. If you're watching on mobile, you might see the video and then a little chat box. You have to click X on the chat box, then click a thumbs up, and then click back on chat. If you're on your desktop, boom, click the thumbs up button. And if you are unable to click thumbs up button, you do need to create an account. So go ahead and create your account and then leave a thumbs up on the video. But yeah, just to quickly debrief, now that we're, you know, got all the thumbs out all the way, this is what's going on. Since the dawn of time, okay, whatever you believe in, evolution or Adam and Eve, whatever, you know, humans were put on Earth, right? Eventually, either Big Bang Theory, whatever happened, humans were brought on Earth. First, we were cavemen, right? We learned how to talk, we learned how to walk, we learned how to hunt and gather food. And thank you for subscribing, Origin. We learned how to hunt and gather food, and then after a while of hunting and gathering food, actually society learned to start, right? After, you know, after you learn how to create a fire, and after you learn how to create the fire, then people started trading. I think they created these little coins for flames, right? And they would draw on the little in the caves, and after a while, some people got so good at drawing that they would actually trade coins for those caves to be in the correct caves. And then after a while, people, you know, technology started, and boom, Uber and Lyft popped up, right? So Uber and Lyft popped up, and now all of a sudden you have not people trading coins for caves, but they started trading money for rides. So it started as an Uber Black service in 2010 by Travis Kalanick. He was a UCLA dropout, brilliant engineer. You know, started working on this with, I think his name was Adam Graves, as well, or Ryan Graves, excuse me, and one other gentleman who just bought a $72 million mansion in Beverly Hills. Those three guys, as well, I think one other guy, they moved to San Francisco, started up Uber Cab, right? And it started as a black car luxury service to transport tech entrepreneurs. Was he really brilliant? Yes, he was. And so they started Uber Cab, a luxury black car service to transport high-end clients, right? It started as a way people who have black car services, black cars, to make a few extra bucks, you know? Because if you're like a billionaire, do you really want a personal driver waiting on you at all hours? No, you just want to order a ride, and guy comes and picks you up and takes you to work, right? You don't really want some guy, hey, when are you ready? When are you ready? You just want somebody to come on the app. And so after a while, like, people started, oh my gosh, this is a great way to make money. As one of you guys commenting even said, $2.50 per mile, like probably even $10 per mile back then with, like, you know, a luxury service. So think of a 10-mile ride, $100, easy money, right? So people started, then it expanded to everyone, and so, well, then it started expanding to everyone, just anybody with a basic car, you know, working car, driver's license, could sign up and take anybody. And now people do it full time. And so later, Honest Moon. And so after we have millions of drivers now, the California government is like, wait, none of these drivers are getting any benefits, and they're all doing it full time. And so the government wrote, it's called the California State Assembly, wrote AB 5 to, what's it called? To make drivers employees rather than independent contractors. So AB 5 just passed in the Senate last night. The vote was 29 to 11. Pretty insane, pretty asinine. Insane in the membrane, whatever you want to call it. And so now Uber and Lyft is like, well, we don't know. They don't want that to happen. So, they're a little arguing back and forth, and the governor needs to sign it. That's it. So this is huge history in the making. But yeah, guys. Thank you, Hillary. Yeah. Yep, $3,500 for driving over 30,000 miles. Travis wasn't a brilliant engineer, but he went hard as hell learning. Yeah, man. I mean, you gotta be freaking brilliant to build $1 billion company. If you can build $1 billion company, I'm gonna call you brilliant. I'm sorry. I don't care who you are. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you're watching this live, after you're done with this, go have a great day. Go have a glass of apple juice yourself, and you guys are killing it. Go out there, make some money before Uber and Lyft might even shut down in California. We'll see. You guys are the best. I will talk to you all soon. If you guys want to get some merch, Rideshare Hub merch, I will leave a link in the description below for that. So you can be part of the Rideshare Hub Club, as always. And again, you guys are great and amazing. Goofy Kitty, thank you so much. Cali Hustlers, thank you for joining. Everybody, thank you for joining. Loki the Machinist. Hillary, thank you for joining. Miguel Amasola, Vegas Rideshare 888. No Boss Lifestyle. No Limit Luis, thank you for joining. One last question. Quick. Go. Mike Dunn, thank you for joining. Will we still have our own commercial insurance? I'm not sure. CF, thank you. Origin01, thank you for everyone who donated a super chat. Yeah, how long till that AB5 law goes into effect? Not until 2020 at least. But Governor Gavin Newsom still needs to sign it. My husband says hi. Wow, you got a whole family watching, don't you? How many platforms can you work on as an employee? Not sure. Alright, guys, thank you for watching. You guys are the best. I will talk to you all soon. Later, guys. Peace.